It's Learn French with Frida. Bienvenue. Today we will be learning about les animaux sauvages. Les animaux sauvages are wild animals. These are animals that stay at the jungle. Do you know any example of those wild animals? The ones you go to the park to see? Well, I know you know most of them. Now we are going to learn how to name them in French. I have divided this lesson into 3 sections where I will be naming 6 animals in each section, and then we will do some practice activities. How to pronounce some of them, how to spell some of them, and how to name others in French when you see their pictures. Bienvenue. We will start with a lion, the king of the jungle. A lion in French is called un lion. Please remember to repeat after me in order to get the correct pronunciation. A lion, un lion, un lion. An elephant, un éléphant, un éléphant. A tiger is called un tigre, un tigre. A cheetah is called un guépard, un guépard. A leopard is called un léopard, un léopard. And a zebra is called un zèbre, un zèbre. Let's do a short recap. A lion, un lion. An elephant, un éléphant. A tiger, un tigre. A cheetah, un guépard. A leopard, un léopard. And a zebra, un zèbre. Un zèbre. Let's start off with the first practice activity. I'm going to show you 3 pictures. There they are. What is that animal in French? There we go, the second animal. What is that animal in French? And the third picture, there it is. What is that animal? I will give you 5 seconds to write their names in your box. I hope you have written their French names. I know you know their English names, but this is a French lesson. Write their French names. Okay, I hope you have finished. Let's go to the second practice activity. What is a cheetah in French? A cheetah? Write it down. And what is a leopard in French? A leopard? Write its name in French. We will be marking later on, so write their names in French. 5 seconds. And the third practice activity will be filling in the gaps in order to form the correct names of these animals. We said that a zebra in French is called un zèbre. How do we write un zèbre? Fill in those missing letters on that name there in order to form the correct spelling of un zèbre. The second one is a tiger in French. We said it's called un tigre, but how do we write un tigre? I have left some blank spaces there in order for you to fill in with the missing letters to form the correct spelling of un tigre. Have you spelled them? I hope you have. Let me give you 3 more seconds to finish. All right, now let's mark. The first one, I had given you pictures of 3 wild animals. What did you write? A lion is called an leo. A giraffe is called an giraffe. Check the spelling of an giraffe. It's slightly different from the English spelling. And an elephant is called an elephant. Check those accents on the name an elephant. Did you put them in your words? Please check. If you got them right, tick for yourself. If there is any that you need to do corrections, please correct it right away. The second activity, I was asking you the names of these animals. What is a cheetah in French? What did you write? It's supposed to be un guépard. And what is a leopard in French? Un léopard. What did you write? Did you put the accents on those 2 names? If you missed, please do the corrections. But if you did, tick for yourself. The third activity, you were supposed to fill in the missing letters on the name un zèbre and un tigre. What did you write? There are the correct names. That is how we spell un zèbre, and that is how we spell un tigre. What did you get out of 7? 7 out of 7? Give yourself a smiley face. Well done. If you missed any on those ones, remember to do the corrections in order to remember next time. Well done. Welcome to the second section of this lesson. We will be naming 6 more wild animals in French. How do we say wild animals again? Les animaux sauvages. Please don't forget. We start this section with a camel. A camel is called un chameau. Répétez après moi, s'il vous plaît. Un chameau. A deer is called un cerf. Un cerf. That F there is silent. A crocodile is called un crocodile. Un crocodile. And a hippopotamus, it's called an hippopotam. An hippopotam. A fox is called un renard. Un renard. And the last one for this section is a snake. Oh, I know you fear snakes. A snake is called un serpent. Un serpent. Let's now do a short recap. A camel is called un chameau. A deer is called un cerf. A crocodile is called un crocodile. A hippo is called an hippopotam. A fox is called un renard. And a snake is called un serpent. Un serpent. Have you checked the spellings? Have you heard the pronunciation? Have you repeated after the teacher? I hope you have. Now, let's go to the first practice activity. I'll give you 2 pictures of 2 different animals that you will name in French. What is that animal? What is its name in French? Write it down somewhere. The second picture, there it goes. What is that animal? How do we call it in French? Write it down in your books. The second practice activity, I'll be asking you questions. How do we call a crocodile in French? How do we call a crocodile in French? And a hippo, called an hippopotamus. How do we call it in French? Write the two names in your box. I'll give you 5 seconds. And the third practice activity for this section, you will be filling in the missing letters in order to form the correct spelling of these animals. A fox, we said, is called un renard. Un renard. And how do we spell un renard? Check. I have put some few letters and missed others so that you can fill them in. How do we call a snake? Un serpent. And how do we spell un serpent? Fill in the missing letters. 5 seconds. All right, let's mark. The first two pictures were pictures of a camel and a deer. What did you write? A camel is called un chameau and a deer un cerf. Aha, that is how we write them. Did you get them right? Tick, tick. If you need to do corrections, please do. The second activity, you were supposed to name these animals in French. How do we call a crocodile? Un crocodile. And how do we call a hippo? An hippopotame. And that is how we spell them. Check. Did you get them right? Tick, tick. And if you need to do corrections, please do at this point. The third activity, you were supposed to spell the words correctly. The first one was a fox and renard. That is how we spell un renard. And the second one was un serpent, that is a snake. That is how we spell un serpent. Did you get them correct? Tick, tick. If you missed any, please make sure you have done the corrections. All right, well done. How many did you get out of 6? Let's see. If you got 6 out of 6, give yourself a big smiley face. Well done. And I hope you did corrections if you did not get any of those correct. Let's proceed to the third section of this lesson. We will be naming 6 more wild animals in French. How do we call wild animals in French? Les animaux sauvages. Please don't forget. Let's start. A monkey is called un singe. Un singe. Remember to repeat after me. A gorilla is called un gorille. Un gorille. A kangaroo is called un kangourou. Un kangourou. A bear is called an ours. An ours. A wolf is called an loup. An loup. And a panda is called un panda. Un panda. Were you able to get the correct pronunciation? Let's do a short recap. A monkey is called un singe. A gorilla is called un gorille. A kangaroo, un kangourou. A bear, un ours. A wolf, un loup. And a panda is called un panda. Un panda. Well done. I hope you repeated after me. You have now gotten the correct pronunciation and the spelling. Let's go directly to the practice activities. The first practice activity are pictures of two different animals. Please name them in French. There it is, the first one. What is that animal in French? Write it down in your books. I hope you have 3 seconds. The second picture, there it is. What is that animal in French? Okay, I hope you got it right. Write it down in your books. 3 seconds again. In the second practice activity, I'll be asking you what these animals are. What is a kangaroo in French? Write it down in your books. And what is a bear in French? Write the French names in your books. I give you 5 seconds for that. And for the third activity, I have left some missing gaps for you to fill. What is a panda in French? I have given you a hint. Fill in the missing letters in order to form the correct name of that animal in French. What is a wolf in French? Fill in the missing letters there in order to write the correct name of a wolf. 5 seconds. Well done. Let's now mark the two pictures that I gave you. One was a monkey, another one was a gorilla. What is a monkey in French? Un singe, and that is how we spell un singe. What is a gorilla in French? Un gorille. Un gorille. Mark for yourself. Did you get them right? Tick, tick. If there's anything that you got wrong, please do the corrections. On the second activity, you were supposed to tell me what a kangaroo is and what a bear is. A kangaroo is called un kangourou, and that is how we spell un kangourou. A bear is called un ours, and that is how we spell un ours. Did you get them correct? Tick, tick. And if there is anywhere that you missed, especially on the spelling, please do the corrections. And on the third activity of this section, you are supposed to fill in the gaps in order to form the correct spelling of panda in French and a wolf in French. A panda is called un panda, and that is how we spell un panda, just the same way as the English one. A wolf is called an loup, and that is how we spell an loup. So did you get them right? Tick, tick. If there's any that you missed, please do the corrections. Well done, we are doing so well. That's the end of our third section of this lesson. How many did you get out of 6? If you got 6 out of 6, give yourself a big smiley face. Well done. But if you missed any, I hope you've already done the corrections in order for you to remember next time. We are slowly coming to the end of this lesson. What new thing have you learned today? Let me know in the comments section below. How did you find the lesson? Let me also know that feedback in the comments section below. Before we end this lesson, we will do a short recap and then I'll give you homework, something that you can work on offline later during the week. We have been learning about wild animals in French. We call them les animaux sauvages. We divided this lesson into three sections where we were naming 6 different wild animals in French. We practiced with different activities, naming from the pictures, naming while some letters have been missed, and also naming, just naming them in French. We have been practicing that, and I hope you can now remember the animal that you really love and the animal that you really fear. You can remember their names in French. Here is your homework for today that you will be working on throughout the week until next Saturday. Then you will let me know how you found the activity and the answers in the comment section or on my email, frenchwithfrida@gmail.com. I'll give you 6 different pictures of different wild animals so that you can write their names in French. There they are. What is that animal in French? The second picture. What is that animal in French? The third picture. What is that animal in French? The fourth picture. What is that animal in French? The fifth picture. What is that animal in French? And finally, there is the sixth picture. What is that animal in French? Write their names in your books, take a picture and send to my email or on the comments section. The second activity that you're going to do as homework is a word search. Look at that word search there. Find the names of as many wild animals as you can. We can mark up to 10 animals from that word search. Find them. And if you get to see any 10 wild animals that we've learned about today, let me know in the comments section or on my email too. There it is. All right, and that's the end of our lesson today. How did you find it? Would you recommend someone that they can also learn with you? Like this video and share it widely with your networks so that those friends of yours and other people can also get an opportunity to learn French. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so in order to receive notifications every time I upload a new video. This is Learn French with Frida. Over for now. See you in the next video.